All right, everyone, I hope that we are live. I'm double checking to see. It looks like we are. The page is populating. If you don't know, my name is Fishy, and this is the live troll hunt for Unfakery. I am so excited that I've figured out some of the controls here and can show you what I do. I think Sarah put it today in a really good way, that it's like looking over my shoulder as I go hunting for fakes and things like that. So I'm getting a few things set up here to make sure that I've got the stream working properly, that I can see the comments and everything like that. I've set up my computer so that I'm only showing the things that I'll be doing, not the live stream part, so we shouldn't have any Hall of Mirrors effect or anything like that. We should be good to go. So I think what I can do is just get everything set up here and start in just a second. In the meantime, though, I did want to show a couple things that I wanted to talk about. The shooting at the YouTube campus yesterday was crazy. People thought that was really funny to take the uncertainty around the moment and make some trolling fun with it. And a lot of people did that. And so there's an article here on Mashable that I'm going to put into the chat so that people can find it. And this article talks about the different tricks that people were playing, the silly things they were saying, the gags, the jokes, because to some people a good laugh is more important than the truth. And there are those people, you're not going to fix them. But here's one reporter for BuzzFeed collecting hoaxes, and then someone said that she did it. So that wasn't nice. There are some other ones. This is Sam Hyde comes up a lot in terms of these hoaxes, and whenever there's a shooting. Here's Anita Sarkeesian from the Gamergate stuff. They said she was it. Another person, just on and on. You can look through this and see all these people that were falsely labeled. And part of the problem is not having multiple sources when you look. A lot of people just posted what they saw coming through their feed because it looked like it was legitimate to them. So they went with that. Not a good policy. So here's why. When you look today, or I think this was last night, this guy has compared these two images of the shooter, Nasim Agdam, and it's claiming that she's that they're whitening her up so that it wouldn't look like she was, ethnic, Iranian, whatever they would say. So this tweet went out here from ABC News, and then Mashable had a different one. Now, the eye color is different, the skin tone is lighter, and the first thing I saw when I saw that is that looks like that's somebody trying to spoof on Mashable. So I went to look. Here's the ABC News tweet, the actual address. And then JD found for me the Mashable archive because I could not find the tweet. So here it is. They actually did tweet this out. This is from the archives at Archive Today. Here it is. It had 35 retweets, 25 likes. And people were asking why they did that. Well, other people looked further. Her Facebook has that original picture in it, but this guy dug up the green-eyed one from her Instagram. So this is something that apparently she had done. So that puts a little bit of a different spin. This is not necessarily Mashable doing the Photoshop job here. They picked a Photoshopped image. However, a lot of people were saying that plenty of other places were able to get legitimate unretouched photos like this one to use, and it was just Mashable that changed the color. So, or chose a picture that had different color. The point is not whether Mashable did or not. The point is you should be this skeptical of media, and you should be this skeptical of unsourced information like this. We have images of these particular pictures, but I actually went looking for the tweets to make sure they were legitimate and somebody wasn't just making up something. That's the world we live in. The world we live in is you have to verify this thing. Yes, Mashable did pick this picture over this one, which was readily available. There were plenty of pictures that she could have put up that they could have taken and used, but they chose this one. That's a different thing altogether than them altering the photo, but it's still related. And you should have that kind of skepticism about any media that you're looking at. So it's not necessarily that somebody's trying to punk you or trying to fool you. It's just this is a different way to do the kind of narrative that this guy was exclaiming that Mashable was already doing. The picture choice, the image choice. We've seen media outlets do that before. We've seen them lighten skin on some people and darken skin on other people. I specifically remember some incidences around, I don't remember his name. Florida, Trayvon Martin, the other one, the one that killed him. Whatever his name was. I try not to even remember. But yeah, I remember that there was some different image manipulation around that as well. So it's believable that Mashable would do this, would actually alter the image. No, instead they just found an altered image and preferred it because of the narrative, because of the way it looked. So just a reminder, be skeptical of all the media that's out there, whether it's something that you agree with or don't. Because you don't know who's playing these sort of games. You just don't. So now that I've gotten that out of the way and off my chest, we can go on and actually have an actual honest-to-goodness troll hunt. So I'm excited about this. I wanted to show you, though, my problem with the success rate. 2 days ago, I reported a bunch of profiles. 11 of them were reviewed, and 11 of them came back for being removed. Facebook told me they took the profiles down. Yesterday, I had 9 reports come back, and 8 of those got removed. And that was fantastic. That's, still 87%, something like that, success rate. So was really excited about that. And then today, I had maybe 16 come back. They removed one. And it was one they had previously said, no, this is not a fake profile. Then they've changed their mind after I submitted some additional information. I wish I could remember who told me about that. I think it was Dennis who told me about that. At the end, when you report a fake profile, there is a message that comes up, and I will actually show you what that looks like in my mentions, because here it is. They show you this message. You anonymously reported Zarina Bibi for pretending to be someone they're not. What you can do, block Zarina. And then down here at the bottom, how was this experience? Okay, well, if I give a nice little frowny face, it pops up with a comment field. This is what I've wanted, a place to put data. So there we have it. That is how I got to add additional information with links and explanation. And then they actually did remove that profile. So that was a relief. That was a very happy thing to find that was a thing I could do. It helped a lot. So that was great. My stats are improving, but this particular patch that I'm going through, all the Sedmira BBs, except for one, were not removed. And then I have these from the video, Ethan Carter. They said that one was okay. That's the one who's imitating a U.S. soldier. These 3 women, their profiles, they said were fine. So I submitted some more information. So we're going to have some fun getting those reports back in the future. Now, one of the places that I go every time where I'm looking for fake stuff is to a faker's profile and look at where they have put content. This is something typical. I'll find, now I know Sadmira Bibi's, let's see, this Sadmira Bibi is very active. So I will go to this Sadmira Bibi's groups and see where she's been posting. Or where it's possible she's been posting. Train News, Trump Deplorables, 15,000 members. That's not quite big enough, I think. We'll go to President Donald J. Trump supporters. Maybe that one's not quite as well monitored as we would expect. Let's see. When we look at the group, let's see how many admins we have here. We have Chrissy Pebble. Oh, this one is not going to have fakers in it because this one is a vehicle for her stuff. So she's sharing particular things under 2 profiles. So there's this one, and then some other moderators with the same name. So this is not going to be a good group to use. I will show you everything content-wise is shared from her. Just about everything. So there's no other content that anybody's allowed to post. Now you would say, okay, well that keeps the fakery at bay, right? Because not a lot of trolls are in there doing it. Except this is a 50,000 group members, a 50,000 member group run by someone who is sharing fakery. Mad World News is pathetically fake. And that's what they're sharing here over and over. So this is just a page, Tap Haps and Mad World News, just a page designed to share that content. So it's the entire group is fake. We can write that one off. And that is where some people I know are getting content that they're sharing, some of the fake stuff. This profile, this Sadmira Bibi, has different languages on it here. University of the Punjab, so, you know, some Arabic, I think. I thought I saw some Hindi up here. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is definitely a fake. We will look in this large deplorables group instead. Got to track them down somewhere. And a big group is just as good. So let's look at the about for this page. I forget who's the moderator. Ah, this is the one that doesn't show the moderator. Okay, so I get them so confused sometimes. So Jason Allen, Joe Kopsik. Now, when you see a post with a bunch of text like this, you're probably looking at a real person. They probably didn't copy that. So, this is a person's post running for Congress. A whole bunch of text. That's a clue that it might be a real person. That's interesting. And then we have Caroline Talley. All right. So this one actually has mutual friends with me, but let's look at her. It's possible she's legit. It is very possible she's legit. But let's see if it fits the pattern. We look at photos first. There are a whole bunch of lions. So we have a lot of pictures here, but not too much detail. No groups to look at, no deeper dive we can do here. So without some additional tools, I'm not really able to do much with this one. So we'll let her slide. I really want more to show better tools that I can look for. Look through their information with first. So I'll take that one and set it aside. All right, so here's one about would you feel comfortable sitting with this person open carrying. We have Duncan Judy, I guess is how you say that. I don't know. Let's take a look at Duncan. So Duncan's photos. Oh, this is interesting. Duncan has an Instagram linked here. He is from Berlin, followed by 4,200 people, lives in Lakewood, Colorado. Well, that's interesting. So this is somebody who has a a following, a real following here. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bunch of photos. Bunch of photos that are probably legitimately from their account. Let's see. Videos, groups. So this is a diverse set of groups. This is what a real person would look like. So the Fearless Elephant for President Trump, deplorables, but then also something like West Coast gangsta rap. Oh no, I hit my funny bone. Funny videos. You know you're from Denver. So this looks like a real person. This is what a real person's groups would look like. They're diverse based on the interest that this person has. This guy likes humor and is kind of right-leaning, likes rap music, and lived in Colorado or has ties to Colorado. So again, very good record here. We see another person that looks legitimate. Now let's look at Donald Cox. Okay, so this looks like text that's original. Doesn't look like it's been copied from anywhere. It could have been, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Jeff Johnson sharing someone else's post. That's a clue. A lot of times fakers don't post their own information. They will just copy something from somewhere else because they're paid to do so. All right, so Jeff lives in Peoria, Arizona. I don't think so. I think we might have found our first fake, which is a record for me. Usually the first, two, I've found one. So here's a bunch of photos designed to be put on a wall, shared as, I guess, signals of what someone's into. Here's groups. We'll look at those. Being Anti-Federalist, Evangelist, Space Opera Pulp, Healthy Together. So, okay, we're looking at, again, a group set of groups that looks diverse. It doesn't look like it's got any foreign language groups in here. This actually looks like another legit profile. I'm going to say that this version of the deplorables, the group that has almost 500,000 people in it, probably has pretty good moderation, even though we don't know who that is. That's a pretty nice thing to come across that. So that's a wonderful thing. I'm, however, a little disappointed because now it's harder to find fakery. So we are going to look for United Americans elected Donald Trump because we can absolutely count with 100% certainty on finding fakery there. Just, it's a thing. So let's look at this first one. I don't even know how we would say this, but let's look at that profile. Revusi, I don't know. This person is promoting a very small group of deplorables, 37 members, so that didn't work out very well, did it? Let's look at photos. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, that's probably not the same person. So these are not photos of that same person. Let's see what likes we have. Pardon me. Oh, sorry. I did not know I had to sneeze. Let's see. Taste Made. London. I don't know what that is. All right, so we have Trump group, Trump group, Trump group, Trump group, and we have this Spanish language group. That's interesting. So we have some other language. Let's look at this wall and see what's posted there besides that. A link, fake news links. Let's see. Centrum News, is that where it's all coming from? No, different thing. Centrum News, Fantastic Image Stream, Centrum News. So yeah, okay, only sharing content from one place. That's a key that something might be wrong here. Here we can translate this and see this. This is an opening, beautiful blondie. Okay. All right. And comments like nothing but love for you. Yeah, this is definitely a profile with some questionable content on it. I don't know that that makes it fake. It might be just somebody trying to scam someone. 3,500 friends is a lot of friends for a faker, but if they're almost all guys, that might be a clue. So let's see what this person is posting in those groups. We're going to copy the name and we're going to go to United Americans Elected Donald Trump and see what she's posted. Conservative rapporteur. Conservative rapporteur. That's what we're doing here. Okay, so this profile must be paid to share conservative rapporteur. Let's look at conservative rapporteur. That ought to be interesting. So, it's a video. I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go to the page. Sorry, I hate that when they play like that, autoplay. The American Conservative Reporter, which is spelled correctly. It's just in the name it's spelled incorrectly. That's weird. 1,400 people here. Conservative Reporter icon is here. And they have that. They have that video. I wonder, did they steal it? And they tried to capture some of that traffic if anybody were indeed loyal. Yeah, there's 141,000 people that like Conservative Reporter. This looks like they're trying to steal content and make people think it's the same. That's just funny. When the fakers fake each other out. Oh man, that's great. So here is what they're posting. Yep, it's Conservative Reporter. Let's see, an image that's I've seen before. They're not very original. I don't guess you need to be. Yep, they are consistently sharing Conservative Reporter. I don't know if they're related or if they're stealing. But that is the content that's down here. So they are paying this profile, whoever operates this profile, to post that content in places like United Americans Elected Donald Trump. There you go. So that one I'm going to put on the watch list there. That one will probably go and be dug into later. Here we go. Letrium Demiri. Let's see who this guy is. I say see who this guy is. I'm assuming somebody's gender. That's pretty mean of me. He looks kind of young. That's cute. Let's look at these photos. Step 1. All right, so, just young kid photos. That's interesting. And we'll scroll through and see if there's anything else. TV shows, books. No, there are no groups to show. There are no likes to show, just those pictures. So let's see what's on the wall. This actually has a name that matches the URL as well. So that's funny. So pictures, and this language. What could this be? Let's find out. I'm going to go over to Google and get Google Translator on it. Yep, there it was. All right. I don't believe I didn't know how to do this. Sarah taught me this. I knew it was there. I didn't know how to find it. Albanian detected. Okay. So that is... I can close that one. That was for this profile, Albanian. Okay. So I'm thinking that it's kind of curious that this Albanian speaking account is sharing content in that United Americans Elected Donald Trump. So we're going to copy the name and do a search there again, just like we did with the other guy, and see what he's sharing. Who's paying this guy? Support America. Support America. And then here's a link from Police Symbol of Law. Okay, so there's several stories from that. Police Symbol of Law. That sounds like a legit site, does it not? Really? That's funny. So, yeah, that's who's paying this guy. Police Symbol of Law, content over and over from different stories, but from the same place. And that's the only content. Police Symbol of Law. And that first one up at the top, he's sharing Support America. So let's hope these are not videos. I hate that. Nope, they are. All right. Get out of them as quick as possible so we're not listening to that horrible music they always play. Oh, Facebook, if you were just on your game. So Police Symbol of Law actually has no site listed, but 75,000 people that are liking this page. And that's some dash cam coverage. Thank you to our police officers. Police Symbol of Law closed group that only has 36 members. I wonder why. But yeah, it looks like some dash cam or some police video type things. Oh, there's a funeral. So some baity topics. Cop and military pages are really baity. People like to support law enforcement on the right, and so yep, that's probably what I'm looking at there. And then let's look at the other one. Support America, 301 people like it. So that would be why they're changing from the content earlier that says Police Symbol of Law to now Support America, because they need to build this page up. It's only got 300 people on it. So let's see. We got student questioning a liberal teacher. All right. Gun control laws. Yep. Bait, and more bait. So, would you fly the American flag in your front yard? Well, did your HOA stop you? I mean, because that has happened, I'm certain, in some places. But, yep, it's the same thing. All right. Davida, I will get someone on that right away. Absolutely. That's so hilarious. All right. So now we see how that one has been faking around. So this guy, Albanian, I think it was. Yeah, that's another one. So let's continue. Who's next one? Visar Pakoli. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. I'm really bad with names that are not in English. All right. So this one, Pristina, Kosovo. Again, that one. This profile is straight up showing you that they're from Kosovo. And let's see what groups. How many groups? That's great. Nice, Christopher. That's funny. All right. So what kind of groups we have? Jobs in New York, pro-police, amazing news, and then Trump groups. So, yeah, same pattern. And why would this guy from Kosovo be needing to share that stuff into Trump groups? It's to make people react a certain way. Somebody's paying that person to do that. America News. And I'll bet if we search this name that's what comes up is America News. That would be funny. Let's see. Here we go. We can copy it there. And America News. Now we know who's paying them. Yep. So when I'll report accounts for doing things like this, I could say that this one is only sharing that content into Trump-related groups. And the interesting thing, what policy is it violating? I don't think it is. I really don't. This is not a guy I would necessarily report as being fake because he's got a real profile. But I am absolutely witnessing what he's doing, and it's posting that America's News content into Trump-related groups to get people to react with it. So, I mean, if people are all right with folks from other countries manipulating people in Facebook with these certain messages, I mean, sure, fine, okay. Let's see what this one's sharing. Beverly Winter shares Daily Mail, SAC-B, National Review. Right off the bat, that's telling me, okay, that's a little diversity. This doesn't look like somebody who's paid. We might have found our first real account. Let's hope. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see. Beverly is from Toronto, lives in LA. Okay, yes, as an aside, I think I have the same question. I'm just going to say it right there. All right. So she's sharing on a regular basis certain things. Is that rowdy Republicans? No, Trump Republicans. Yeah, she might be legit. She just might be legit. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Photos. Nothing really odd here. Nope, nothing too strange. Let's look at those groups just to be sure. Yeah, sometimes they're getting better at hiding it if they are fakes. But how to publish a book. Awesome inventions. This looks kind of diverse. So this might be a legitimate profile. And I would hope so. I really would. Low carb, keto, Native Americans. Yeah, this is a very diverse person. Unless they are a faker who is faking on lots of platforms over lots of issues, such as, say, Native Americans or diet or whatever. She's probably legit. So that's interesting to note. That's probably the first one I found in 6 passes through here. All right, so Jahir. I wonder where Jahir is from. Let's find out. Oh, I just didn't do that. Sorry. We're getting there. We're getting there. Kosovo. Yep, Kosovo. So what is Jahir sharing? We shall see. I love this part. This is the part that's so interesting to me. Animals are amazing. Animals are amazing. Now, Sarah had talked about having, when we were discussing these things, talked about fakers popping up with particular niches. That's why her page is exploiting the niche. Those things like Native American groups or animal welfare groups or animal rights groups or whichever are subjects of fakery. This is the not the first time I've seen someone share that sort of thing. We have animals are amazing all the way down from this guy. And then if you support Native Americans, type yes and please share. So yeah, there might be a tie, Sarah. We might want to look at this one a little more closely and see where he ends up. That is interesting because I hadn't looked at those. I've sort of glossed over the animals are amazing thing when they've shown up before. But now that we've had that discussion, that's interesting. That might be what's actually those guys are doing, is trying to branch out into the political groups. That's interesting. Gona Berisha. Let's see. Another animals are amazing. So I'm betting that one shares the exact same content. Animals are amazing. Only a few though. So yeah, you might have found 2 in the animals are amazing category there. Huh. I really was expecting to see more of the text type where it's just text down here instead of these videos. This video thing is a new... Oh, look, conservative rap hoarder came up again. So this guy's sharing that as well. This is what I was looking for. Things like this, especially with the punctuation issues and whatever. this is going to be a fake account. I'm almost certain. Let's find out. Lena Charles. Oh, why are they all like high school and college teenagers? Why is that? That is a thing that they are doing. And it's really just weird. All right, so we have more animals, no groups to show, no likes to show. But let's look at the wall. We're going to have a lot of this sort of thing, isn't it? Yep. This one is a copy of an image, not actual text there. That's interesting. Cute dog. Oh, wow. Yeah, we are definitely trolly here on this page. That is funny. All right. So not seeing any telltale foreign languages on here. This is probably a pretty new account, though, I would wager. I'll have to do some more digging on this one, but I'm pretty sure this one is suspect. Based on the content, it's almost exclusively trolling and things like that, and this sort of thing. This sort of thing is designed to make people identify with the poster so that they feel like it's safe to chat with them, to interact with them. When they go check them out, that's what's on the page. And this Hannah Engler is somebody that I've actually looked into as a fake account as well. So, yep, I'm going to call that one fake. Did I look at this one? Yeah, Pristina and checking in Italy. So, yeah, that was the other animals are amazing, I think, person. So, yeah, we have all of these foreign names and then these Western sounding names that are fake as you can get, probably. It's depressing. But this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what these groups look like. Where did I find this guy? I thought I had his groups open. As you can see where else he's operating. Let's see. Dump the Trump. Yeah, let's look at Dump the Trump because that's an interesting name for a group. I wonder what kind of content is there. Let's see. Nice. Okay. Giselle is an admin. All right. Dump the Trump. Christopher Woods, USA Today. That's actually theoretically a legitimate news source, right? Anya Grayson. Let's see. John Lurkins. Oh, that's a cute name. That's cute. All right. So if I walk into your business and your televisions are set to Fox News, you lose my business. Yeah, definitely an anti-Trump thing. But I will bet you there is fakery in this anti-Trump group. I bet it's in the person of Hannah Joshua. Let's see. I am Pakistani Pathan. What is that? I don't even know. Okay. To see what he shares with friends, send him a friend request. I am not assuming anybody's gender here, but that's just disturbing. That's funny. All right. So, books, likes. Where's our likes? Let's see. Express News, which is, I believe, a Pakistan site. And then all the related Trump groups. Largest group ever, Trump Keep America Great. I really was expecting to see at least one profile that had pro and con Trump groups. But no, not today at least. Yeah, but I'm pretty much going to call this one a fake too, especially since he hasn't figured out his gender yet. Yeah, that's cute. What else is in this group? Let's see. These people do not seem to like Trump at all. But are they getting punked? Are they getting faked as much? I'm not seeing a whole bunch that is fake in the way that you find them in Trump groups. Strange but true. Let's see. Nope. Oh, there's a cat again. Hi, cat. It's cute. All right, John Lurkins. Yeah, no. IJR Blue. I would expect to see that. Yeah. That's a topic for another day. Aw, puppers. Cute. Animals are amazing. Huh. That's interesting. Let's look at this profile and see. Okay. Because I think we could probably identify another somebody using animals are amazing on both pro and anti-Trump groups and doing their whole play both sides thing. Animals are amazing. Animals are amazing. Power of animals. Oh, there's a twist. Let's see. And here we have, tonight was my husband's final sign-off after 35 years of service. Hassan Halili? Is that likely? I don't know. But now I'm curious about Hassan Halili and his husband. I mean, and I have to say it this way, not that there's anything wrong with that, who lives in Kosovo, but Police Are Heroes is the page there. Wow, okay, that's a new one on me. Police Canine, Police Canine. Let's go back and look at this guy's pictures. We might find some interesting things here. I don't know. There's hardly any pictures there to show. That's unusual. Sports teams, likes, and news radio. That's something I haven't seen before. And books and etc. Likes. Here we go. Muscle cars. David Avocado Wolf. Oh yes. Eminem fan club. Support police. 70s muscle cars and street freaks. That's great. So this would be a normally a diverse looking set of groups for a person, I think. Leeds Bradford, cars for sale. I don't know where that would be. England, perhaps? Could be. So this profile is all over the map. I wouldn't trust it no matter what, but that's just really interesting that that his husband was there. Yep, that's the kind of stuff that you see when you get into these fakes. It's amazing. We've only got about 10 more minutes. My voice is starting to go, so lucky you guys. We'll possibly cut it short, but I hadn't even looked at any of these today. I was so busy with the other ones I've been studying and looking into. Foster Didi. Oh, wow. Let's see. Christopher Woods again. Alexander. Chuck Norris says, Obama is guilty of treason. Do you agree? And people are saying yes. Wow. Dump the Trump is a weird group. Look at that. But that's kind of a sign, I think, of, yep. Lives in the Philippines, posting in pro-Trump or anti-Trump groups. That is really, why would they do that? I mean, you just got to ask. And my point is not to say, hey, you need to report all these people. My point is to say, you should be aware that in the groups that you see and the stuff in your feed that's coming out that's ostensibly from groups that are for or against Trump, there are people looking to make money and manipulate the conversations around Trump issues, around conservative issues, etc. So this is what you're seeing is people that are seeding this information, seeding this content into these groups so that they end up with all of the traffic from both people who agree vehemently and disagree vehemently. You've got to ask what that does to the country when that's the content that you're seeing. You're seeing conservative posts and liberal groups, and you would get a lot of traffic from liberals reacting angrily or in frustration or arguing over that sort of thing. And that's what we keep seeing over and over again. We see a lot of vitriol being driven here from places like that, from people like these that are putting this content into these groups. You don't know who they are. You don't know where they come from. You don't know if the profiles are real, if we're Pakistani or if we're a redhead from Manchester or if we're really living in Florida. We don't know. But this sort of business with posting that stuff, you've got to ask how much information that you're coming across is actually turning out to be legitimate, actually turning out to be people honestly sharing their thoughts, or are you being manipulated? Are you being pushed toward the extremes? And I think that's the question that I'd like everybody to be thinking about, who posts in these groups or consumes content like this. It's not by accident that these things are happening. People are making money or making political points. There's some kind of profit in it, one way or the other. Political points or profit from actual money from these groups exploiting people. Either way, it's something that you should be concerned about. So, yep, my voice is given out. I am gonna stop the stream now, but thank you guys for showing up. I wish I had a bit more time. I would have been able to, without this voice cracking on me, I would have been able to go over some of the things that I had reported today that I was going to show you that I came back with. The things that they said were legitimate that weren't. But we'll try it again next week and see how much better we do, how much better our success rate is. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for showing up. Appreciate you, and we'll see you again. Thanks much.